Hi folks, welcome back to the Mbira Deep Dive and 4-Beat Freedom. Before I tell you what we're going to cover in this awesome video today, just a quick reminder, anybody that's just arrived here and you haven't gone through any of the previous stuff, check the video description and the earlier videos for loads of freebies and support material. First 7 videos are built on Discover Mbira, it's a free pack, and video 7 onwards there's extra material that you can access if you're a subscriber. Awesome. So 4-Beat Freedom. We're building on left-hand liberation, those note circles, and complete chords, but we're applying it all to 4-beat song structure, which is much more common within traditional Mbira music. Awesome. I'm going to give you 4 sort of experimental options in your left hand for some shapes, or some note patterns, is a better way to put it actually. Then we can start injecting the chords, the notes from the complete chords. It's just going to open up loads. I think I've said before, by the end of a video, you're going to have infinite possibilities in your hands and be able to carry on playing for the rest of your life and never play the same thing twice. This video is going to be a landmark for you. If you've gone through the previous stuff, I mean, what I'm going to leave you with today is transformational, and yeah, I think you're going to love it. So let's, I'm not going to cover earlier stuff. I'm going straight into the left-hand part, our basic octaves with roots and fifths. And then in the right hand, I'm going to play the low cascade. What does that look like? So pairs of notes running down the instrument. It's notated in the Discover Mbira pack, you'll find it there. So what's awesome about this cascade is that it's made up of roots and fifths, and we're going to use it as a kind of backdrop for some left-hand exploration. And by doing that, it's going to become a kind of unconscious learning opportunity. We're embedding the roots and fifths for every chord, apart from chords 1 and 5 that only appear once each in the song structure. All of the other chords that appear twice, one time round they're going to play the fifth, and the other time round they're going to play the root. So yeah, we're getting roots and fifths unconsciously in our hand by playing through this. So once you've got this down, we can then explore some different options. I'm trying to give you some freedom in your left hand, some different ideas, some different approaches before we inject all of our note options from our chords. I'm going to give you 4 different options now, and then an advanced option at the end of the video. So the first 4 options, we're going to call the first one high, low, high, low, high, low. So our left hand, if you look at my thumb, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Within every chord it's playing a high note and a low note. Once you've worked out which is the high note and which is the low note, then we can start doing some juggling around. Option 2 is low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Awesome. Once you've got that down, if you wanted to, you could mix it up. You can do high lows, low highs, high lows, low highs in any order that you wanted, and just building up that sort of independence and freedom on the instrument. Back to option 1 here, high lows. Option 3, we're going to play low, 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 and what that does is it reveals a pattern that's embedded within this left-hand part, root notes. So the low, 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 low. Let's have a little listen. Low, 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 low. I'm playing the roots here of our chords. I'll speak them out for you. Are you ready? 4s, 6s, 1s, 4s, 6s, 2s, 4s, 7s, 2s, 5s, 7s, 2s. Or you could say P, I, G, P, I, T, P, E, T, L, E, T. That's that little piglet word game where we changed one letter at a time, moving from the word pig to the word let. Nice handy way to remember the chord structure, which changes one chord during every part until you've got a set of 3 different chords. We start with 4, 6, 1, we end up with 5, 7, 2. Awesome, really nice way to remember it there, just changing one chord at a time. So the last option, option 4, you can probably guess what it's going to be, and it reveals a really nice melody that's embedded within this left hand pattern. Do you remember this left hand pattern is the one that's used in that basic nhemamusasa variation? So this, what I'm just about to reveal, is embedded within it. Highs, 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 highs. You ready? I'm quietening down the right hand for you. Back to option 1. So loads of options there. You can mix them up in any order. I don't really want to waste your time too much demonstrating ideas. You can do that yourself. Cool. Okie dokes. So the next level would be to get those note shapes from our left hand liberation. Do you remember chord 4? We had the circle and the high one. Chord 6, the big circle, high one. Chord 1. Smaller wonky circle and a high one. That's our first 3 chords. Last 3 chords, 7, 2 and 5. Nice note circles. Awesome. I didn't make it too clear in the 2-note pattern video that we're making a movement. You know, the first 5 chords in this sequence use note 1. So the first 5 chords are over here and the last 5 chords are over here. They're using note 2s. So we've kind of got this pattern. First chord, second, third, fourth, fifth. 6th chord we jump up to 2 and 7th chord we jump back down to 1. And then the last 5 chords over here. So we've got the sort of 2-note pattern flavour in our circles. Yeah, awesome. So you could inject the notes from our left-hand liberation note circles into that. We can do highs and lows, lows and highs, 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 lows, lows. So many new options appear. Oops. It's like infinite. You can just carry on and on. Nice one. Cool. So I said that I was going to give you another advanced version option of in your left hand. We've done high low, low high, low low, and high high. This new one is a sort of 3-note pattern. So if you think of our 4-beat chords, beat 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where we're playing our highs and lows, they're on beats 1, 3, or lows, highs, 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 low, lows. We're going to pop an extra note in here, so we play note, 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 rest. You could, let's just start off with high, low, low. That's a nice one. So if I play high, low, low here, the right hand is going to be playing on beats 2 and 4. So let's have a quick look at that. We play left, both, left, right. Do you see that? Left, both, left, right. That's a kind of handy way to remember it. Left, both, left, right. And that could end up looking like this. Left, left, both, left, right. A little bit faster. Left, both, left, right. Practice it for 1 chord and then you can pop it in for the whole song structure. And once you've got that down, you don't need to play high, low, low every time. You can play any option from any of the left-hand liberation notes, or you can inject in all of the notes from all of your chords. Let's just go left-hand liberation, see what happens. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Take a look at this one. Sorry, I missed some notes there. Let's reverse it. mean, there's just so many different things we could do here. Try it with left-hand liberation notes first. Once you're confident with that, explore popping the extra notes from the chords. Do you remember chord 4? We've got our circle and a high one. We need to pop in our 6s to complete that chord. Chord 6, we've got the high one again. We need to pop in the 3 to complete it. And chord 1, our 1 key circle, high one, you pop in that 3 to complete it. We're just adding one note into every chord to open it up. I'm not going to demonstrate that. I want you to try without the extra notes first, just the left-hand liberation, and your song will retain the same flavour as the nhemamusasa and tads and gyras in the song pack. If you do that first and then add in the extra notes, you're going to have a better, you're going to sort of be able to sort of discern what notes are making the changes, what's adding this new flavour, rather than just adding it all in and not being able to distinguish like what it is that's happening that's different. So yeah, make your changes slowly, pop them in, explore them, and you might go like, I really don't like that note 3 during chord 6, but I really do like that note 4 during chord 7. Yeah, you'll end up with that kind of language. Wish you all the best with that. Hope you love it. Explore. Today we've sort of avoided looking at timing. That was a new little thing that I wanted to chuck in for folk that it's a new thing for. Note options, 4-beat structure, like that. I think you can have an endless journey with everything that I'm providing you with, and we're still just scratching the surface here. Really excited to be sharing it all with you. Subscribers, you're awesome. Thanks so much for supporting me to deliver these deep dive videos and the project at Mbira online, where I'm working with top Mbira, master Mbira players. I mean, if you stayed this far, then you're probably enjoying my structured stuff, but yeah, head over to Mbira.online and you'll get the actual tradition, which is what we're trying to connect you with. I'm just trying to provide a way in here that is going to suit some people more than others. Thanks so much. Wish you all the best. See you next week. Cheers.